Morning everybody. So I just wanted to send you this video. At any point now you should be receiving an email in your inbox inviting you to a webinar that I'm going to be hosting through my Zoom ID, the normal Zoom ID, on Friday this week at 12:30. And this webinar is a bit different. It's not a fitness webinar. It's actually a mental wellness and mental health webinar. It's going to be run by a guy called Andrew Keefe, who's a good friend of mine and actually a member across a couple of parks in London. Andy's a trained psychologist, and he's actually going to come on board and talk to us about coping mechanisms and ways of dealing with anxiety and stress during the coronavirus crisis. Now, I think some of his advice will also extend beyond the coronavirus issue and crisis, and actually may help people that suffer mental health issues later on down the line. So this is something that's quite close to my heart. It's something I like everybody to really take seriously. I'd also like people to remember that just because you're not suffering or you've never suffered, it doesn't mean that you won't do in the future. And it also doesn't mean that someone that you know might not be suffering, that potentially you could help. So I really want everyone to consider sharing the Zoom ID to as many people as you possibly want on this occasion. And if you know somebody that might be struggling, that could use some outreach, be a part of our group for an hour on a Friday afternoon, please send them the link and the Zoom ID. And I'd love to see as many people of you on the call as possible. And I really look forward to what Andy's going to talk about, and how to deal with the stress and the anxiety that this lockdown brings with it. I think it's probably obvious we're going to be locked down for a little bit longer than 3 weeks, whether they impose more stricter rules or not. There's so many things that we're out of control of, and I think it's really important that if you feel yourself start to struggle, or that you're someone that struggles, please log on, listen to some of Andy's help and advice. He's done this for a long time, and he really does understand how to help people. And I really hope that you can log on with us, listen along, maybe grab a pen and paper and write down something that you relate to. It might just be one thing in the conversation that helps you in the future. Pin it on your fridge. Take the advice that Andy gives you, and be happier, healthier, have a sense of mental well-being, as well as participating in the fitness side of things. So please log on, please share the link if you think it's important to you and other people, and we can't wait to see you on the webinar on Friday.